Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Las Vegas. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Going bell to bell with the best in professional wrestling news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises from inside the squared circle. Now, let's get to all the exciting pro wrestling action and bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
And we return to the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN. It's hour number 2. Best in pro wrestling news and entertainment most of the time.
All the time. Yeah. Every time. Every single time. It's best.
It's been some quality entertainment today.
I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, man. I didn't see you all week.
No,
man.
Because you've been dodging me.
Ducking and dodging
I've
you,
been working my butt off, and you disappear, and
yeah.
It's breaking my heart.
Well, I apologize, man. We'll spend some quality time next week.
Next week?
Well, this coming week, right?
Okay, yeah, this week. Yeah, because you know where I'm going this next weekend, by the way.
How do I know?
You should know.
Yeah. You're going to AEW, one of their shows.
Yeah, I'm going to Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, Wrestle Dream.
Up in Seattle.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's going to be a blast, so looking forward to a quick trip to Seattle. I've never been up there.
Oh, no? It's beautiful. You love it.
Yeah, for what I'll see of it, because I'm basically getting off the plane, going to the arena.
Yeah, that's going to be a quick
getting a hotel room for the night and flying back the next morning. So,
you're flying out the day of? That's Saturday? Is that it? You're sticking to that? Is that what's happening? You don't know. I mean, we don't need your itinerary. Nobody cares. But was that your thing? The same day, in and out? I thought you were staying the night before.
Now we're like I said, we're going to stay one night. So,
well, it should be fun, man. How come I didn't get an invite?
I don't know.
Okay, good answer. Cool.
All right. Well, let's. Sorry, give me 1 second here. There we go. Yeah, but I wanted to throw this one out to Ricky. Of course, Ricky Tenacious, Big Valley Wrestling.
'Tis me.
Yes, and I'm curious, Ricky. Did you see what happened with Jon Moxley and Rey Fénix this week, where Mox got concussed early in the match, and they ended up calling an audible in the ring, and Mox gave up the international title to Rey Fénix, and Rick Knox, the referee, botched the finish as Mox was trying to tell him, you need to count him out. I don't know if you saw that. That was probably one of the worst ref botches on national television I've ever seen, where Knox actually stopped the count when Moxley didn't move. So you have a concussion situation, and calling a title change, a major title on the fly. The referee blows it. Mox actually swore at him. You could see it on TV. And then Rey Fénix puts him away with that driver again. But, yeah, that was a weird spot. Ricky, you've promoted cards, and, you want to keep your flow going with everything. You see something like that go down. What are you thinking?
Well, professional wrestling is not easy. What we do is not easy. We have to be so many things at once. We got to be entertainers. We got to be wrestlers. We have to put our body through hell and back. We got to build our body. The human body is not meant to go through the amount of abuse that professional wrestlers put our bodies through. We do it for the sake of entertainment. We do it because it's part of our dream. We do it because it's what we love, because it's second nature. It's just who we are. Mm-hmm. And, I will be honest, on Wednesday night, I was not home to watch AEW live when it happened. I usually am a pretty frequent watcher, but on that night I had some personal things to attend to, so I did not see it. I did hear about it. I have not seen the footage, but just from what you described to me, all I can say is that I really hope that Jon Moxley's okay. He is an absolutely phenomenal, iconic performer, iconic wrestler in the wrestling industry. He's done great things at AEW. He's done great things everywhere he's been. And, again, it just kind of takes my breath away, because it's, as I said, what we do as wrestlers is hard. And when something like that happens, it's just, you can only really hope that they make a great recovery, and that, you don't have to see things like that too often. But what we do is dangerous. As I say, it's not ballet. Nothing against ballet. I took ballet when I was in college, and my parents were ballroom dancers, so nothing against that. But, yeah, all I can say is when it comes to injuries like that, especially, not to talk about this too long, but,
Oh, too late for that.
There's independent wrestling, right? And there's people who are able to make a living at that, and then you have signed professional wrestlers who are presumably making a living at that. So this is their livelihood. This is how they're putting bread on the table. This is how they're putting clothes on their kids' backs. This is how they're keeping a roof over their head. And when somebody gets injured, it's just so unfortunate for them. Especially somebody so talented as Jon Moxley. And it's just, things happen, and as we saw and read and heard growing up with all the WWE VHSs, don't try this at home. It's dangerous stuff. It's not easy. It's not something everybody could do. It's not everybody should do. So with that, I just want to say I really hope Jon Moxley's okay, and wrestling will continue. And hopefully we see him back again, and we see he's healthy, and I hope him and his family are doing all right.
There you go. And hour number 2. Wow, it's a wrap, man.
Well, let me ask Sky High this, guys. When someone gets hurt in the ring like that, how do you respond? What is the first things that you guys are trying to do when you realize somebody, took an injury or may have gotten concussed or something like that?
Pin him. 1, 2, 3. We won.
Yeah. Maybe
signed up
for a submission.
Yeah, maybe a submission. He signed up to be in the ring with Sky High. You got knocked out. Sorry. Someone has to win.
Still.
Yeah, and still.
Yeah.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah, man, I've been concussed too. I didn't cry.
Yeah, we don't feel bad.
Everyone signs a waiver before they get into the ring. Like I said before, like I just said just now, like this is dangerous stuff. Like, when that bell rings, it's on. We can have respect for each other before and after the match, but when the bell rings, from the time the first bell to the last bell, like we're both fighting for the same thing. And you see it in ladder matches, you see it in hardcore matches, you see how the lengths people are willing to go through to win their matches, so you gotta be tough, you gotta be willing to jump on the opportunities to do what you gotta do to get to the top.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, one guy that made it to the top, by the way, is Eddie Kingston, who won the Ring of Honor World Championship at Grand Slam as well. That is a guy who's gone through so much, obviously, the issues of depression and addiction and, grinding it out for all those years on the independent circuit and finally getting his chance in AEW. And not only does he get to win the Ring of Honor title in front of 20,000 fans in New York, but he also gets to beat Claudio Castagnoli to do it, too, which, is kind of a cherry on top of the whole thing. Ricky, when you see a guy like that has fought and fought and fought for so many years to get an opportunity to just, be on TV and then much less, hit it big, and now he's got a championship in Japan and a championship here in the United States. What does that make you think about? Do you reflect on your career? How do you feel about it?
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. That's really what it is, because there's a saying, right place, right time, and Eddie Kingston is someone I've watched throughout his career. He's always had phenomenal matches. He's always been very hard-hitting, has always produced top-quality wrestling content, and I'm certainly happy that he's in the place that he is now. I'm sure he's happy, but some people don't get that break 10 years in. They don't get that break 15 years in. Sometimes they got to wait 20 years in. I remember I saw he recently made a statement about all the success he's having and how it kind of started with AEW. I know he was in a rough patch, like you said, and then he wrestled. I think he said he had like one independent booking, like around the time the shutdown was happening. It was along the lines of that. It was like one of his last independent bookings, and it was against Cody Rhodes. He wrestled Cody Rhodes, and I guess it seemingly went well enough for him to be invited to AEW, and the rest was history. You always have to be ready to go. You never know who's in the crowd. You never know what could happen. You never know who's watching on that stream. And they could see you, and they could go, you know what? Like they're a talent agent, they go, you know what? We need this. I want this. Let's bring them in. Let's see what they can do on national television. And then at that point, you just have to rise to the occasion. And I think for a competitor like Eddie Kingston, he's been doing that not just his whole career, but like his whole life, just always pushing forward, no matter what life may throw at you, and he kept going. It's easy to quit, but it can also be very hard on the mind to do that. It may seem easy to just walk away from things when things are not going your way, when life gets in the way, but it's like recently I've been talking with one of my foreign friends that I've been talking to, always talks about as long as you're healthy and as long as you're alive, anything is possible. Don't ever give up on your dreams, and you really can't, because I know there's been several times in my career, my short career, no matter how you want to look at it, where I felt like, man, like, do I really want to keep doing this? Like, is this really worth it for me to do? And the bottom line is that's just all the doubt coming into my mind, because at the very end of the day, the reason I'm coming back to wrestling, the reason I'm always going to show up to work, the reason I'm going to keep promoting shows, the reason I'm going to keep helping my friends is because being a professional wrestler is part of who I am. It is part of who I believe it's very much a part of everyone who's a professional wrestler. That is where we just feel undeniably ourselves, and we can be unapologetically ourselves. And then we can reach such great successes by doing that. The fact that that's possible, we've seen it happen so much throughout the history of professional wrestling with all these great talents, it's like that is such great inspiration to go out and chase your dreams. With a story like Eddie Kingston has, from him coming from such a rough patch, having to sell his gear, having these payments to make, having these bills to pay, and now he's got to sell everything he can. He has to do everything he can, and, but one thing was always consistent, and that's Eddie Kingston is a great damn wrestler, and he proved that every single time he's in the ring. He proved it when he was in the ring with Cody, and, as I said, the rest was history. Now he's on top of the wrestling world, so really cool for him. But yeah, to wrap it all up, just don't stop believing,
That's how you started it. Don't stop believing. Yeah.
Mondo, Robbie, let me ask you along those lines. Obviously you guys have been out there for a little bit. You're pretty darn good at what you do. Where do you see yourselves going in a couple more years? I mean, there's some terrific opportunities out there right now, and you guys could be the guys to fill a spot somewhere.
Yeah, me and Robbie, I feel like what we have is really, really awesome and special and very unique. I mean, from our promos, if you've seen them, and from our ring work, our move sets, the whole shtick that we have, the whole Top Gun-esque thing that we got going on. I feel like me and Robbie are a very marketable tag team and very relatable, that eventually a big TV promotion is going to want to make more money, and they're going to see us, and they're going to see the money in us, and they're going to want to sign us. And I think that's when we're really going to take off. I mean, we're already been jamming out for the last couple of years, but we're barely even getting started. We haven't even really got to that other level yet. And I think that's a level that we're more than prepared for.
Give me your dream match, guys. If you could walk into an arena right now and wrestle one tag team to put on a show for everybody, who would it be?
I have two teams in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, let me hear yours.
Hardy Boys and Young Bucks.
Dang, that's what I was saying. And maybe Lucha Bros, but I don't know. They're crazy.
What makes those teams special to you guys?
Brothers.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. They're both high flyers like ourselves, and we love to fly, and we love to be pushed to our limits, and that always makes us better. And I feel like that's two tag teams that, to be honest with you, if we were in the ring with Young Bucks or Hardy Boys, I know if they've wrestled for a million years and they faced everybody, we would impress them. I really believe so.
Nice. Well, whose style do you like better? Do you like an FTR style, or you prefer something like the Young Bucks when you're just watching a match?
It's
like both.
Yeah, both. It's like flavors of ice cream. They both have awesome flavors, just completely different. If we wrestled FTR, that would be an awesome match too, because they are like one of the best tag teams in the world ever, because they're just so solid and they're so cohesive with each other. And that's a team that I would love to face too.
What are some of your fundamentals of tag team wrestling that you feel are important? When you guys are wrestling, what are the things that every match when you go out that you want to make sure that you do to put on a good match for everybody?
Teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Tag team. The point of tag team wrestling is teamwork. You know what I mean? Me and Robbie can try to go out there and try to handle it ourselves, And that's when things can get a little overwhelming because the other team's going to be doing teamwork. And if we don't do the same thing, they're going to outnumber one of us, cut the ring in half, and we're screwed. So I think that's a big part of tag team wrestling is having your brother's back because a lot of people don't have each other's back. And you can see that. You can tell which teams have each other's back when you watch their work, you know?
Well, tell me this, like if Robbie set you on fire, there would be a feud at some point.
Oh, what an escalation. What is it with you and fire today, David? What is it with you and fire?
Kane and Undertaker, it happened. It can happen.
If Robbie set me on fire, I will disappear for a couple years, come back with Robbie's manager, and feud with him.
There it is.
And then bring up how he caught me on fire.
Would we have Darth Rocks?
History repeats
Darth
itself.
Rocks.
Just be careful, guys.
Darth Rock's origin story.
Robbie, I'll manage you even after you got set on fire by your brother.
Right on.
My Robbie! Was that all right?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
I'd
good.
take that over Ricky singing any morning.
There you go. Come on. Ricky, I'm sorry. I keep upstaging you today. I apologize. I'll be less good.
You know what? If you want to have an official sing off,
Let's go.
okay?
Let's go.
Well,
right now.
I was gonna say though, I'm a businessman. All right.
Yeah.
So if you want to have this sing off, okay, let's get a pay-per-view. I'll set up. I'll get with Big Valley Ring Rentals, which has several different sizes of rings that you can rent for your recreational professional use. Contact BigValleyWrestling@gmail.com for rates, affordable packages available. Book Big Valley Wrestling Ring Rentals for a ring. Okay, I'll do that. Bring in the ring. Me and you will stand there. All right, we'll get an audience. We'll have them pay some money. And we'll do this thing. We'll do it right. We'll do it 2 out of 3 falls. David, you can be the referee.
Oh, nice.
All right?
Oh, no, I don't want David to be the ref.
Yeah. Mark would be disqualified.
I would.
instantly.
I'd sing one note and he'd be like, get out.
Yeah, you're done.
Be done.
Hit the shower.
Yeah, so Ricky, sorry, I decline your choice of official.
Well, I don't know that.
I accept your challenge, though.
Why don't you just do it now? I mean, we got a platform. And people are waking up. This is what they want to hear. Are you
know
scared?
what?
Ricky's clearly not
I'm
ready.
scared. Am I scared? It's kind of hard to be scared when you're a professional wrestler. It's kind of hard to be scared when you're the Songbird of professional wrestling.
Well,
dealing with every single person. You know what? I'll do one bar with you. I'll do one bar with you.
No, Ricky, it won't be fair.
It won't be fair.
Let's go.
I don't think Ricky's
Maybe
ready.
if you had a partner.
I can tell he didn't. He didn't
Are
warm
we
his voice
challenging
up.
us to sing off?
Yeah, I think he is.
I thought you were
yeah.
challenging Mark.
Yeah, it sounds like me and Mark.
Oh, I thought he was challenging us this whole time.
No.
They're like,
Bro, if we had a shower right now, I would out-sing you. You're so lucky I'm not in my shower right now.
You and your country music.
Wow.
So that's not happening. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, Ricky's not ready. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have a whole lot more here on the Mark Hoke. You got Ricky Tenacious, Sky High in here, and of course, David Difference, and I'm Mark Hoke. Best in pro wrestling news and entertainment here on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas, on the Odyssey app and streaming live, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I almost said X, which would have been repetitive. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back for more.
.101.5 FM KDAWN. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 101.5 FM, the talk of Las Vegas. All sorts of crazy stuff happening here at the KDAWN studios today. David Difference hanging out.
Yes, sir.
Ricky Tenacious singing away.
Hanging out down the street.
Dude, stop, bro. It's early.
You might be taking those belts to the face, Ricky. You got to be careful here. And Sky High joined us in here as well. Look at these guys, man. Champs. Big Valley.
In the building, man.
Doing great work. That's for sure. Let's play Fanboy a little bit, guys.
What is that?
This is going to be fun.
Okay.
Well, here's the first one. As you guys probably all have heard, Edge has kind of stepped away from WWE a little bit. His contract's up at the end of the month. And last night, Christian won the TNT title. There have been rumors flying around that Edge is going to go to AEW. Would you like to see Edge wrestling in an AEW ring? And do you think that this could be a setup for him showing up in Seattle next Sunday? Ricky?
I mean, I'm a huge Edge head. He was like growing up watching wrestling. I started watching wrestling 2000, like end of 2003, I want to say, and then I watched it religiously from there on. And then I believe like end of 2005 is when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, and then from there on for several years, he had multiple world title runs, multiple WWE championship runs. He was the guy, and he still is the guy. Every time he's been in the ring, he had a phenomenal feud with Finn Balor. He's had great matches. He had a great match with Sheamus, for his last match in WWE. And, the thought of him going to AEW, as a fan of wrestling, it sounds kind of cool. Growing up, Edge and Christian was a great tag team. I loved watching their match with the Hardys. I loved their chemistry. I think it would be really cool to see that happen. I don't know if it will happen, but if it does, then I will certainly react positively just about the fact that I'll get to see, Edge and Christian do something together, presumably, and then I would definitely be very interested in to see where they go from there. And then not to mention, Edge is a great mind in wrestling. I think the things he could offer on all 8 cylinders, wherever he is, no matter what company he's going to be with, he is a gold mine when it comes to wrestling, no matter where he's going to be. So I think if he does go to AEW, I think it can really only bring good things on screen and off screen.
Sky high. You guys, of course, Edge and Christian, one of the greatest teams of all time. Would you like to see Edge go to AEW? Or would it be just too weird?
I think it'd be too weird. What do you think?
I think it'd be cool if he's healthy enough to do it. Like, if Edge, honestly, his health comes first before anything. Sure. And I wouldn't want him to do anything and then get injured or something, you know what I mean? But if Edge and Christian could have another run, that would be sick. Edge and Christian, Hardy Boys, Sky High, TLC, World Money. It sounds
Double
awesome.
Or nothing.
There it is.
That
One more match, Edge. One more match. Christian would say.
David, what do you think about this?
I still think he has more in the tank. Would I be juiced if he popped up over there? Not really. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's like I've seen him do amazing things. He's still in great shape. He looks great, but I wouldn't pop and go nuts if he showed up, like if CM Punk came back or something.
You're lying, bro. You lose your mind.
Yeah, you lose your mind, bro. Bananas. Please. Set up the viewing party already. Set up the viewing party.
Yeah, it would be weird seeing Edge show up in an AEW ring, but like I said, I have a feeling that may be coming with Christian winning the TNT title. It was just kind of weird that they switched it. And if you didn't see it, by the way, they had a 3-way match with him, Darby Allin, and Luchasaurus, and Christian pinned Luchasaurus. So he took the belt off his buddy, which is kind of weird. So I think something's up. I really do. And one thing, Edge and Bryan Danielson were working so tightly together when they were in WWE. They were practically part of the creative team up there. So it wouldn't, it would be so weird. So weird. After all this time in WWE to see him go, but I guess we're going to find out. I may get a surprise up there in Seattle on October 1st.
Yeah, I think anything is possible. But like you were saying, it's great minds. So even if it's just behind the scenes, you guys know that wrestling is in your blood. So it's like, do you ever stop? I don't think so. Is there an opportunity to do something and evolve? Yeah, go for it. Doesn't matter what age you are. If you can still go. But I ain't popping oh, wow, he's here. Whatever.
I do want to add on, I'm sure a good chunk of wrestling fans saw the video that Edge had put out on his social media a day or two after his last match with Sheamus. And he was talking about, what he did. He mentioned that what he did in his hometown, his last match, the match he had with Sheamus was really good. It felt special. It felt right. And it was like a perfect send-off. It was just like, if this is it, then that's okay. And to be able to say that confidently and to be able to experience that is such a privilege to have in this life. To be able to say, I did things my way. I came in my way. I went out my way. And so, but like I said, I think Edge is a great mind. Whatever he does, I hope he's, like Mondo said, I hope he's healthy. And whatever it is, I hope I think it can only bring good things, but thinking in the grand scheme of things with somebody's career and the fact, as we said, Edge has done everything there is to do, if he didn't show up somewhere, I don't think, I wouldn't think of it as a bad thing. It's like, he has his life, he's done everything, there is to do in wrestling, so I think at this point it just kind of depends on where his heart is going to bring him,
Yeah, because
Remember that one time he appeared on Sci-Fi?
Tell me about that.
Channel 45.
He was on The Flash, too, by the way.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, played Adam Smasher.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
His name's Adam.
Adam and Adam Smasher. Yeah, that works. Well, another thing happened this week that AJ Styles got hurt.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
shoot.
And he and John Cena were supposed to be wrestling the Bloodline with, of course, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. So now John Cena doesn't have a partner. The rumors are flying, boys. They're flying. People are saying, oh, The Rock should fill in.
The Rock. Come on, The Rock.
Now, before everybody gets too excited, let's start with you, David. Is that a good idea to bring in The Rock for Fastlane in about a week and a half?
No. You know what the plan was. I don't know, sometimes you like to allude to stuff.
Go ahead.
Tell us, David.
Okay. Was LA Knight was supposed to. Yeah. Are you aware of this, or are you keeping?
Go ahead.
To
Just
a degree.
Say it.
Yeah. So, LA Knight, I guess he got COVID before the show, and I guess that was the whole angle, is he was going to come out and rescue Cena, and there you have it. But I know talks. I mean, COVID, once it's out your system, what are we, a week and a half away?
Yeah.
Or is it next week?
I'll double check the date on that.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be the play. I don't see The Rock coming in. No. We got to hype some up and build some up better.
Bro, the writer's strike. He has nothing to do.
Yeah, but I don't see him in that match. Like, don't put him and Cena. Well,
Okay.
People would love to see that, I guess, Cena and Rock together. But I think the plan was LA Knight, so I don't think they'll deviate from that.
Yeah, Fastlane is October 7th.
Okay, yeah, so they got time. He'll be better.
So they got time. Ricky, would you like to see that? Do you think they should use an appearance for The Rock on Fastlane? Put yourself in the promoter's shoe. Would you do it?
It kind of just depends where we're going to go. That's what I'm thinking about. The Rock is the most electrifying man in professional wrestling. You saw and you heard how people reacted when he showed up, made a surprise appearance on SmackDown. The power he has and the star power, and just thinking of all the high profile matches he's been in, but it is cool to think about him and John Cena versus the Bloodline. That sounds like a pretty good match in general, without a doubt. Like that would be an absolute banger, but just going on what I've seen recently when it comes to The Rock and WWE and his illustrious movie career and all of that, when he's able to come in and do his thing, usually that's like reserved for the WrestleManias, or the big giant, at the top of the mountain pay-per-views, the biggest ones that there are. So that's what I would imagine. But I mean, if it does happen on Fastlane, I think it can only be a good match, But I would be interested in seeing, okay, where are they going to go after that,
Yeah, because I'd be worried you have a plan for The Rock, I'm sure, and this would kind of be messing it up a little bit. But yeah, who knows?
But I think with LA Knight, that makes sense because John Cena is back to put somebody over, give him his kudos. And I think the fans would love that more than seeing The Rock. I mean, what are they going to do against I don't think that would be a good match. What are they going to do? Squash them or lose? And then what? But I think if LA Knight comes and they win, they're trying to boost them to the moon. So it just enhances that more.
What would you? Sorry, real quick,
yeah.
David. What would you pop harder for? Edge coming to AEW or The Rock and Cena?
Well, just seeing The Rock out there again, yeah, I would enjoy that. I don't know, definitely that, yeah, definitely that. But it wouldn't excite me too much. But I would think that would be a better move than Edge and AEW. We just seen it. Everybody goes over there. We've seen people that we never thought would leave WWE go to AEW, and it's like wow, and then it just becomes a thing. So, not a big deal. Whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Sky High was popping over there when I said put The Rock in the match. You guys You guys were thinking that sounded pretty good.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
rock
shoot,
fans
yeah.
since we were in Pampers.
He did the people's eyebrow.
Yeah.
Well, I think just to see The Rock, right? But not necessarily storyline-wise. You see that match against Solo and what is it? Jimmy? No,
Jimmy.
And Jimmy. I don't see what would that lead to.
More rock, bro.
More Rock. Okay. Yeah. I like stories, man. Like, tell me something.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to see how they.
It's all to
feel.
lead up Fast 11 or whatever. That's what this is all
Fast
for.
11.
We're all doing
What?
Fast 11.
Past 11. Aren't they done yet?
No, they went to space. They're not. That's wild.
It's insane over there.
Oh my God, no, that would be terrible. Yeah, so we'll see what happens at Fastlane coming up on October 7th. I'll tell you what. While we at that spot, let's take our last break and get that out of the way, and then we'll come back and we'll keep talking with Ricky Tenacious and Sky High. Of course, that big event coming up. Cadence. It's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. Clash. Three. See there, I said it 3 times.
Oh, good, man.
Yeah, very nice. Stick around, everybody. We'll be back with Mark Hoke Show on KDAWN. On the side. Hang on.
Infinite Wellness can help you achieve your goals and look and feel your best. Our regenerative medicine clinic utilizes stem cell and exome therapy. We also have a comprehensive weight loss program and numerous other services you can find on our website at infinitewellness.info. We're located at 8925 West Post Road, Suite 100, right across from IKEA. You can book your appointment today by calling us at 702-842-2244 or find us on social media at infinitewellness.lv. We'd love to be a part of your journey.
If you're looking for an award-winning dining experience at outstanding prices, look no further than Unique Eats. Whether it's their incredible breakfast platters, amazing pastas and sandwiches, or world-renowned pizzas, celebrity chef Dominic Tedesco will have you covered. Check out their coffee and smoothie bar, vegetarian options, catering, and top-flight service. Visit Unique Eats today at 3100 South Durango, Suite 100. Call 702-992-3038 or go to uniqueeatslv.com, and we'll see you all at Unique Eats.
1015 FM KDAWN. You're listening to the #1 professional wrestling radio show in Vegas, The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Now, here again is Mark Hoke.
And let's keep it rolling here on the Mark Hoke Show here on KDAWN 1015 FM, the Talk of Las Vegas. Streaming live on the Odyssey app. If you haven't downloaded that app, what are you doing? A ton of great programming available to you. You know, like our show, SportsX Radio, and so many others across the Odyssey universe. So make sure you check that out. So download the Odyssey app today. And, of course, live streaming on YouTube, X, and Facebook. We'd certainly appreciate subscriptions, likes, whatever you want to throw at us. Except Ricky. Don't throw Ricky at us.
Yeah, Ricky's all right.
Rick,
He's starting to grow on me.
I've seen Ricky get thrown, though.
Have you?
Yeah.
By who?
Lots of people.
Oh, yeah.
Hammerstone threw him.
yeah.
He got thrown by the number 18 wrestler in the world. How about that, Ricky?
Leona, been thrown by him, been thrown by Hero Lou, been thrown by Shogun. I've been in the ring with some giants, man. But that's just kind of the nature of what I got into. I can't back down. It's not very tenacious to back down. Is it tenacious for me to sing a song? Maybe get them to join? Absolutely.
Oh. Why don't you go over the card in song form of what's coming up at Clash at Cadence?
Oh, no.
No problem at all. Okay.
Sorry, I'll be back.
1 is the loneliest number that you ever knew. Big Valley Wrestling has a great show for you. Match 1, the first match I'm going to talk about, is a women's singles match. Tanaya, who's been making waves in Las Vegas, she's going to go one-on-one with Jen Savani. That match is sponsored by our friend at Ed in San Antonio Productions. He puts on the Podare shows every year in Vegas, the all-woman show that feature the one guy, and I'm usually that one guy. Hey, yo. We're also going to be having, as I said, our main event for that night is going to be for the BVW Tag Team Championships. Sky High defends against Makeshift Chemistry. Makeshift Chemistry is sponsored by the Everything Wrestling podcast with Brandy and Summer. Speaking of tag team wrestling, we actually have a pretty interesting matchup. Boot Camp, which is the team of the 400-plus pound Frank the Tank, teaming with his tag team partner, the fighting champion, Sergeant Ryan James, known as Boot Camp. And they're going to be going up against the first-time teaming of them Jack Boys.
Uh-oh.
Them Jack Boys. And that's the team of Jimmy Jack and NCAA collegiate wrestler, former member of the WWE Performance Center, NXT superstar, Cal Jack.
Whoa.
Cal Jack, Jimmy Jack are going to team up for the first time, them Jack Boys. And that match is sponsored by Desert Shark Production. And I think that one's going to be an absolute barn burner. There will not be fire. I don't want to bring fire up because that seems to be a pretty reoccurring theme in today's
Jeez, Dave.
broadcast.
We got to be cautious.
We have a new sponsor, Aztec Books, have helped on Aztec Books and Gifts, and they're going to be sponsoring my match, which is going to be against the supposed mayor of Funtown. I don't know if you guys have heard about this guy, Kid Isaac. Hey, shut up! Stop with the clapping. You're gonna applaud for him, but not for the actual Songbird.
We love Kid Isaac.
What up, Kid Isaac?
Well, I don't really love how Kid Isaac stuck his nose in my business at the last Big Valley show at the end of July, and so I stuck my nose in his business, and more specifically, I stuck my foot damn near right up his ass. So, hey, excuse my language. And so, hey, Kid Isaac, if you're listening to this, how does it feel to be a little bit more colder and not knowing that you didn't win the fighting championship because you got involved in the Songbird's nest, and that's just not going to fly. So, October 7th, Clash of Cadence 3, it's going to be me versus Kid Isaac in a pumpkin patch brawl.
What?
That's right.
What?
This show is starting off the Halloween season, right?
Okay.
This is the brawl of the fall. So it's only appropriate since he likes to be all about fun, right? He wants to be the mayor of Funtown. Well, I'm going to be the mayor of his nightmare come October 7th. Wow. Pumpkin Patch Brawl. Yes, there will be, pastries. There will be skeletons. There will be things you can find at Spirit of Halloween. There's probably going to be some doors and a whole lot of chaos, but even more singing. And I swear if
Hold on. Pastries.
Yeah. You never get into, pumpkin spice lattes. We can have some pumpkin bread,
Scones.
scones. Sure, if that's your thing. If you want to pay for them to be there, sure, why not? So Kid Isaac, Ricky Tenacious, that one's definitely going to be happening. Sponsored by Aztec Books and Gifts.
Ricky,
Yes.
why don't you just hit him with a pumpkin?
Oh, speaking of that, do you think you can carve a pumpkin for us? Can you do that for me, Mark?
Could I carve a pumpkin?
Yeah, can you carve? I'm going to leave that to you.
He's good at that.
Official pumpkin carving sponsored by the Mark Hoke Show.
Sure. You know what? I'll work on that with my daughter. She'll get a kick out of that.
Speaking of working things, all right, this one is going to be something that's going to be really hard to work out for the fans as far as who they're going to be cheering for. But recently announced number one contendership for the BVW Heavyweight Championship. Tag team partners, best friends, must become foes for one night. This isn't the first time they've had to stare across the ring from each other. Every time they have, it is a match that's heard throughout the West Coast, sends shivers down the spine of the country and independent wrestling circuit in general. The Heartbeat Nick Xander. Mm-hmm. He will go one-on-one.
That was badly done. You guys want another shot at that?
Yeah, let's go. The Heartbeat Nick Xander.
Dang it.
Damn.
Okay.
Sorry, Nick.
There we go.
Do you feel the heartbeat? Well, I think we're going to feel a lot of excitement because Nick Xander goes one-on-one with the now former Las Vegas champion, Papa Yase, who in the past few months now, him and Nick Xander, as well as Sky High, have had quite the amount of issues with Fresco-Matic, the kingpin of the Valley, and his affiliates, the contingency, Watson, Sergeant Ryan James, everyone that has been affiliated with him. So there's definitely been a lot of tension there. But recently on the Fresco show, things blew up. A lot of things were said. And it's been made official. Nick Xander versus Papa Yase. We're going to find out who is going to challenge Fresco-Matic for the BVW Heavyweight Championship next.
I'm torn.
Yeah. I think it's good stuff. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, they had their last match was at Grap House. And that was a match that wasn't even announced. It wasn't advertised. It just happened. I was there. I witnessed it live. and my jaw was dropped for the entire 20 minutes those two went at it. And that wasn't even the first time I've seen them have a one-on-one match. Like that, you just kind of had to be there to know about it, but everyone felt the heartbeat. Everyone knew, they thought this was Papa's house, Papa Yase, Nick Xander. Just the minds are racing when you see those two in the rings. And to see them wrestle nearly took my breath away. It was just so incredible. So the fact that we're going to be able to see that at Clash at Cadence 3, and tickets are available for that now on hometownticketing.com. Look up Clash at Cadence 3. The ticket proceeds do go to Cadence Athletics. This is a fundraiser event. So you can come out October 7th at the Pinecrest Cadence Gymnasium. You can enjoy a night of family-friendly professional wrestling action that the Valley is known for, while raising funds for a great cause that's going to help the several members of the athletics program at Cadence High School. So an absolutely fantastic card, one that everyone is very much looking forward to. And if you'd like more information, or if you need some help finding that ticket link, you can visit Big Valley Wrestling on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and tickets will be available at the door as well. However, it's very common that if you've been to the last two shows, Clash at Cadence is one of the biggest events we do each year. Absolutely packed to the gills. Front row always tends to sell out. There's always general admission as well. This is a family-friendly event. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring the whole community, bring your fans, because this is going to be a night to remember. Clash of Cadence 3.
That's beautiful, man. And I'm thinking, for the people that just tuned in, can you repeat all that again?
No. On fast forward, here we go. Match 1, we got Tanaya versus Sid Savani. After that, we got a tag team match. Boot Camp versus them Jack Boys. Whoa, something about Desert Shark Productions.
Please.
Oh, I was having fun.
Come on, Mike. This is where you cut them off.
Sky high, take him out.
Yeah, so are we doing Mark Hoke chops now? Chop section. Everybody chops Mark a couple times. You guys good with that?
Really?
Is that Mark?
We're doing chops?
Yeah.
I'll take a chop.
You don't want chops from us, bro.
Yeah.
Go give him
We
a
don't even
chop.
have our gloves on right now.
Are you down to take one, Mark? No?
Am I down to take one?
That'd be good for the live stream.
I'll take a chop.
Bro, us three came up in the lucha world.
I know.
Maybe not. Yeah, I don't want to see him crying here today.
Wow.
Who wants to give Mark a chop?
Oh, I'll be the first one.
All right.
He's seriously coming in here.
Here he comes.
Uh-oh, here comes Ricky.
Are you ready for this?
Seeing him on the camera is funny.
Say you want this. Say you want this.
Do it.
Oh, that was a good one.
Not bad.
How was it?
Yeah, not bad.
He said not bad.
I can tell
So that
Ricky
means
took it easy.
how was it?
Oh,
Sorry, guys, I had to do something.
All right,
That's
so
fine.
we'll rate the top one. So who's next?
Oh, there's more.
No, you gonna make here. Let me go next because mine is chops lethal. Let me go.
Come on.
next first.
We got somebody.
what?
Well,
Can you take a second one? You tap out when you tap out, Mark. Can you take a second one?
Is it necessary?
No,
Do you
I'm not-
need it?
You don't
how are the ratings right now? How are the viewers feeling about this?
See, I'm not going to scream, though. I might cry a little bit, but I won't.
Okay. Well, he
No,
tapped out, so just tap out.
I didn't tap out. Did you hear me say I tap out?
You want another chop?
Ricky, that was a good shot, by the way.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Thank you.
Take a look there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it got me a little bit.
Damn.
Not bad.
All
Not
right.
bad.
Well, yeah, we'll just leave it at that, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud
Unless
of
you
Ricky.
want another one.
Maybe think twice when you challenge me to a sing-off, or really anything in competitive form with Ricky Tenacious.
You know, I was going to offer to, bring the pumpkin pie slicer to your,
Oh, so what?
Great idea.
Are you saying you're going to be sitting front row with a pumpkin pie where you're going to put whipped cream on it? Is that what you're going to do?
No,
You're
you
gonna-
said slicer, bro.
No,
you totally
you
brought
know
up a
the-
different thing.
you get the slice out.
Listen, let's just talk about what everyone's thinking, okay? You're talking about, it doesn't matter if it's a slice, it doesn't matter if you're bringing the plates. What are we eating here, okay? Are you going to be eating another chop? Is that what's going to be going on? Okay, you want to show up to my event, you want to be part of this pumpkin patch brawl? Okay, you got to show up and show out.
All right.
All right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I might fire one or two myself.
Yeah, the last time I was in a pumpkin patch brawl was with Tommy Purr a few years ago, and a lot of pies to the face, a lot of chocolate pudding in the ear, That full match is on YouTube. Not looking to relive that by any means. Not going to be, because I'm just going to be, I'm going to have some fun with Kid Isaac, the mayor of Funtown, show him what that's all about. Pin him 1, 2, 3. I'll do it looking at you, Mark.
Fair enough.
Looking at you.
Be careful. Ricky legit almost knocked someone out by hitting him with a pie in the face because Ricky didn't take in consideration that the pan was metal.
Oh, no.
Damn.
This is going to be a disaster.
You got to be careful out there, man.
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what. What a show. I wasn't planning on this.
Yeah, it turned into something.
It's at least we didn't have brothers trying to light each other on fire.
Not yet. Not yet. The show's not over yet.
No, it's over in about 40 seconds.
Around here.
40 seconds. We got 40 seconds, guys.
Light 'em up,
Anybody have the urge to set somebody on fire, no?
God.
We got 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
I want to thank Ricky Tenacious for coming on in, and make sure you guys get to the Clash at Cadence 3 for Big Valley Wrestling. Check it out. Sky High, the Big Valley Tag Team Champs, showing off the gold. Thank you for coming in as well, gentlemen. Appreciate it. And David Difference?
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Mark.
You got
Thank
it,
you,
guys.
David.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Hey, we will see you next week on the Mark Hoke Show, as we'll be getting ready for that big one up in Seattle, AEW Wrestle Dream, and so much more. We'll see you guys next time on the Mark Hoke Show. Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook, The Mark Hoke Show, markhokeshow.com, and everywhere else. Just look us up. We'll see you next time, Las Vegas. Have a great day.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, like us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show, and visit markhokeshow.com to keep up with everything happening with the show. And remember to check out all of our archive shows on YouTube at The Mark Hoke Show, and download our podcasts at markhokeshow.podbean.com and all your favorite podcast outlets. So join The Mark Hoke Show family today, and thanks for listening.